Oh no. I think we're gonna want to change one of our last direction variables because whenever we're in the bounce state, if there's no there's no additional input from the player, um, it forces us to dash in like the left direction. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. What we could do is add some delay to our bounce. So like similar to how we have this delay in our dash, there's like a 0.2 second delay before we uh, we start adding gravity. We could do the same thing to the bounce, but the only issue is that we share like there's like two sub states for our bounce state. There's like one from hitting a spring and then one from hitting a wall. And I don't think we want to have that delay when hitting a wall. It's only with the spring there. Let me think. Let's just try adding it to the bounce and see what happens. Let me back everything up first. So we would want this to happen after we finished our bounce, but I'm not sure actually. Yeah, we'll start it here and see what happens. So we're entering the fall state here. Bounce delay. god, you know what it is? I think we are on player 13 now, not player. Yeah, we are. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Wonder if we've made any updates to our player in player 13 that aren't in player 12 right now. So we don't have an official value for the bounce delay. It does work. What I could do is make sure that it starts only once we are about to exit the bounce state. We could also technically introduce some sort of like transition state or like delay state. Oh, wait. I think we're still getting that bug. That's not really a bug, it's just like a matter of being responsive. So yeah, like right there, I'm supposed to dash right, but I bounce left instead. Or I dash left instead. Right there. But what I think is happening is that I'm technically letting go of the D button. It's hard to calculate, really, unless maybe I started recording my Xbox input simultaneously. We could actually check. We could technically check for this, but I'm pretty sure that's the issue. Is that I'm not actually pressing enter there. What we'll do is in our dash state. We'll see here. Another thing we could do is also increase that delay. Right now it's 0.2 seconds, which might not be too much. Let's see. Oh wait, let's get rid of this print statement here. Alright. Okay, right there. In our dash, it does say here we didn't press right, and then for some reason we've entered the dash state again. Let me make sure of that. That part doesn't make sense, but maybe I'm just not reading this correctly. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we definitely did not press right there. Okay, yeah. So because we didn't press right, our motion as we started our dash is negative 240. So let's try increasing this dash duration by like, whoa. Let's just make it noticeable. Right now we don't actually know how long our dash is, so I'll try 0.5 seconds. Let's see what happens there. But that does mean that we might fall for like a split second. Let's see. So yeah, the delay is not long enough. We can try maybe like a second here. But another thing we could do is just put this in its own state, like make a delay state. Since we're using this a whole bunch now. Let's move our player out of the way. Seems like it actually hasn't changed just yet. I wonder why. Dash duration is equal to 1. Maybe we set it to start rather than following this timer here. Let's see. No, bounce exit duration. I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. I fall in love too terribly hard. For love to ever last. I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. I fall in love too terribly hard. For love to ever last. Oh, hey, how's it going, AP? Pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain. Seems like our bounce delay doesn't last for the 5 seconds that we want it to. Bounce. Yeah, let me just comment this out for now. So yeah, on bounce delay timeout, it's supposed to be 5 seconds or a maybe somewhere else. Let me see. Bounce. Oh, okay. Because we didn't update it here. What did I update then? So, you know what it might have been? It might have been that I was looking at player 12. Yeah. Let's close this. So we'll switch this back to 1 because I'm confident. It should work. Whoa. What is that? Oh, I guess because we that's kind of funny. What did I just do? Yeah. Oh my god. I think I know what I did. I think we updated our dash delay. Yeah, dash duration. I think this was supposed to be 0.2. Let me make sure. Oh, okay, it was 1 second. I hope. No, it was 0.5 seconds. No, 0.2. Okay. Yeah, when I give myself God mode. I do plan on adding some sort of like, not God mode, but like an assist mode where like people can have infinite dashes or whatever they want. I know this game might be hard for some people, so like, you know, whatever makes their life easier. You're supposed to have fun playing this game, not rage quit. All right, so let's go back into bounce, exit duration. We'll make this 1 second. Okay. All right, 1 second is way too much. Let's try 0.5. Point 0.5 is also too much. Seems like it's not updating for some reason. The thing we might want to do is, so yeah, I think we do want to make that state where like there's no gravity, or we just want to pause the player, or like suspend them in the air while the player, decides what they want their next move to be. Um, and maybe we can make this like, you can call it like the decision state or something like that. Something that's something that's pretty neutral. But it isn't idle. It isn't move. Yeah, we could call it neutral state or something like that. So let's do that. Okay. So most times exiting the neutral state will enter the fall state, but we could technically hit a another spring, and at that point we'd want to go straight into another bounce. Um, so at this point, if we do exit the neutral state, we'd want to make sure um, we change that value to false here, which we already did. Okay. So then let's go back into neutral. There is one issue. There's one edge case, and that's if we are going from neutral to bounce. Once we're already in the spring, then it'll change, going back into neutral set to true. We want to make sure that if we do exit the neutral state, we don't mess around with those values, which I don't think we did yet. So I think we'll be fine. States dot bounce. In spring, on floor, start jump. I think we should be fine. Neutral doesn't last for that long. We go straight into fall. Let's see here. Okay, so we need a. Oh wait. Yeah, so we never set neutral state to true. We want to do this. Do we ever go into the neutral state? Yeah, we should. So let's do this. enter state. Whoa. So what we're gonna want to do is over here in our dash, or wait, no, our if enter neutral state and motion.y is greater than or equal to 0. So once we've entered the neutral state, is there something else that I get to false? Timer. And motion is greater than not on ground, and motion is greater than 0. Let's see here. We do go from the bounce to the neutral, but it almost seems hey, how's it going, Happy Potato? Very strange. It only happens once. We do die. Maybe it did have it did work on the first attempt. So let's see here again. The thing that happens when we exit the neutral state is that we're already setting enter neutral state to false again. I believe that's what we did. Let me see here. Exit state. No. On exit state, we just set neutral state to true or to false, and then on. It doesn't seem like it's. Oh wait. Let's go back into. Interstate. Neutral state duration. Neutral state time. Let's start. Well, I did spell neutral state duration wrong, but I don't think that matters. Let's see here again. Let's bring this up to like 5 seconds just to make sure it works. Oh, what we do also want to do in our when we do enter the what is it? The neutral state, we want to make sure our motion is set back to 0 because it's either greater than or equal to 0 for our motion for us to switch to it. But at that point, we might have like increased by like 0.1 or 0.2. What's the game name? The game is called Afterlife. Here, I can send you. I mean, if you guys are interested. I can send a Steam page link. For some reason, it didn't send over to Twitch. Oh, thanks, Ben. Or woman, Barbara. Or anything in between. So what are we doing wrong? We are switching from the bounce state. In our bounce state, we go to neutral. So let's go through this slowly. We're in our bounce. We switch to neutral. At that point, what we're gonna do is while we're in the neutral state, we're gonna print everything out. And we spelled neutral neutral state. Okay, let's run this again. So we should be in the state for 5 seconds, just for the sake of debugging. And right now we kind of just switch immediately into the false state. Or, okay, wait. Let's see here. We're going, well, one thing that's happening is that we're immediately going back into the false state. Like, it's not printing anything. Um, so let's go here. So if not neutral state, we're switching into the bounce state. And if we're in the spring, we're switching... Oh wait, no, we're switching to the false state, and we're going from neutral to false to bounce. So neutral state is getting set to false too early. Neutral state is equal to false. Oh, okay. So yeah, when we enter the state, we want to make sure that this is not true. Neutral state. Oh wait, it's supposed to be true. Wait a second. On exit state, it's false. And when our timer runs out, it's false. How did I learn to dev games? Kind of just a hobby. I mean, I learned programming in high school. I actually took a game dev class in high school. It didn't really teach us too much, but it did teach us a lot about, like, I guess the fundamentals of programming, which was which I would say is a lot more useful going into game development now, just because I think I have like a good idea of like how I'm supposed to structure my games. So yeah. But in terms of like learning Godot or just like game design and stuff like that, it's been a hobby. So like, you know, I'll watch YouTube videos, Reddit posts. I'm in like Discord servers. I'll ask questions and stuff like that. So yeah. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, so for some reason neutral state is being set to false. And it's not from our exit state. This is our enter state. Oh, wait. Enter state. It is from our enter state. How am I so... Oh, wait, no. I'm so oblivious right now. But you know what it is? I do believe that we're supposed to set this... If this is our enter state... Oh no, this is while in state. Neutral state... Set to true. You know what? Let's just restart our game. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. So we are going from bounce to neutral to fall, and while we're in this state, nothing is printing just yet. And so that means we're only going through like one frame of being in the neutral state. It might be because our timer is too short. No, neutral state duration. Let's look at. Oh, you know what it might be? Let's disconnect this. Neutral state is false. Enter neutral state. Okay, so one issue here is that our timer doesn't time out until 5 seconds later, and yet we are switching into the neutral state already. And another thing that's weird is that it seems we never set it to one shot. So I'm assuming I know what happened here. If not neutral state, no, if not neutral state, that's true. Okay, what's really weird is that this neutral state never gets ran. Or like these print statements, I'm never seeing these print statements. Let's try to figure that out first. Okay, so we go from bounce to neutral. So we were entering the neutral state, but technically, let me see here. Is it day for me? Yeah. It's 5:21 p.m. at the moment. So I guess it's close to evening now. Closer. Oh, nice. Where are you from? I'm from New York. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to lock ourselves into the neutral state for a second, just to see. Maybe I'm just messing up our if statements here. So we're still going into the bounce state. From bounce to neutral, we've entered neutral, but we've also. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh my god. So we're never. So even though we're printing out that we're entering the neutral state, technically we haven't entered the neutral state, and it's because we're still going through this. So we're going through this if statement, and then technically we could still enter the false state here. So what we might want to do, technically we could just return here, and that should fix everything. That way we're not checking for other states. So that's that, and we get these timers here. Now, if we go back into our enter state, we'll set these back to true. There we go. Now we get to float for 5 seconds. Yeah, we're not gonna make it 5 seconds. We're gonna try out 0.2. I think 0.2. We might even want 0.1 seconds. Let's try 0.2. Point 2 is still too long, and the fact that we can still move around in this state, maybe we don't want that. Let's try 0.1. Even 0.1 is too long, unless we disabled player movement. Let me try that. So either we disable the movement altogether, or well, let's see how it looks like over here. Oh my god. We'll have to fix this room too. So it works pretty well with the diagonal or the horizontal dashes. Maybe we can lower it by like 25%. It wouldn't be too noticeable. But at the same time, it also resets our motion, which we might not want either. Let's see. Honestly, maybe we could even do 0.05 seconds? You code in Pygame 0. That's pretty cool. Have you made anything yet? Or like, are you working on any projects at the moment? And honestly, it just takes time, you know? I sometimes think about the same thing with this game. Like, it might seem like a lot for someone who is just looking at this project, but I've been working on it for like almost 2 years now. So like staring at the same thing, it almost feels like I haven't made much progress in a long time. But then you look at your code like after a year or so, and you're like, wow, the game does look a lot different now. So I do like the delays, but I think we'll have to mess around with the numbers a bit. So how do we handle our dashes? That might help us figure out what we want to do with. So with our dashes, we actually do reset the player's motion. The only thing that I'm thinking right now is that. Wait, let me see this again. Is there any type of game in particular that you're interested in making? What's your like ideal project? You know, it's weird. We just died right there. Oh, we keep dying. Huh. That was strange. A survivor game. Something like... I've been playing a lot of this game called The Forest, if you've heard of it. Something like that. Where it's like... You build, kind of build like your own colony and stuff. And survive against waves of monsters. I see. Cool, cool. Yeah, survivor games are... I feel like they'd be fun to make. One thing I don't like about making... Well, one thing that's nice about survivor games compared to like a game like this is that a lot of things you can like... There's a lot of replayability with those types of games compared to a game like this where I have to like design and like tweak a lot of stuff. I mean, there's tweaking in these survivor games with like numbers and stuff. But I think it's a little bit more intense, or you have to pay attention to the numbers a lot more in this game. And that's my only regret with making this game. I wish I made like a procedurally generated type of game. Okay, so, well, I mean, we're gonna have to fix this room anyway. And as for the dash, let me see how we handle our, I mean, for the neutral set, I'm gonna see how we handle our dash first. And then from there, what we could also do, like, what I could do is remove the springs from our game and replace it with a different type of like object, like a air pad or something like that. Something that's more, that uses like the player's power to make it more realistic. Because right now you shouldn't have to freeze mid-air if you're on top of a spring, just like in reality. But I mean, this game isn't realistic, but I'd like it to have some realism to it. So either we remove that altogether, or I don't know. We could also have something similar to Coyote, not really Coyote time, but like we could have this like input delay. So like if the player presses the right D-pad, within 1 second, or maybe no, like within 0.05 seconds, they'll dash in the last direction that they pressed. But that's also not super, like, that's the opposite of being responsive. And in that particular case, I think people who have like really fast response times will get punished for that. So we don't want to do that. We could keep it like this. The neutral state duration, maybe even lower it to 0.05. very, very short amount. And maybe, let me think. Maybe it's possible to, well, actually, let's just look at the gameplay real quick. It's 0.05 seconds. That means our dashes won't, or our bounces won't like keep that momentum, but we just have to look. I keep talking, but I don't know until I try it. Tried making a clicker game, but didn't go well. What was wrong with making a clicker? I would assume it's like the UI. UI is kind of hard to make, or like it's a little frustrating to make. Whoa, we lagged hella. What happened there? So another thing we could do is we could preserve the player's motion before they entered. But then that sudden stop, that sudden 0.5 second stop might be a little weird for people too. Another thing we could do, honestly, we could get rid of this neutral state altogether. And I was just hoping that maybe it would be a little bit more, it would make the game feel a little bit more responsive, which it kind of does. But it's not too important. Yeah, there's no point of it. It adds like a jitter to the game. We could still use this neutral state for the dash though. So it wasn't a complete waste of time. Yeah, we'll get rid of it. So I think the next step is just to finish redesigning all of our rooms. And we could add this neutral state to our dash instead. But I think I'm going to save that for another stream. So yeah, take a break for now. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.